What's up, everybody? Justin here to do my Monday Night Raw review for June 5th. I shouldn't have to look at the date, but I did write it down. June 5th, 2017, my Monday Night Raw review. It was from, I think, Pennsylvania. From Mohegan Sun Casino or something. I don't know. I think it was in Pennsylvania. So Raw starts off with Samoa Joe coming out. Or not coming out. Samoa Joe highlights of him winning at Extreme Rules. Samoa Joe became the new #1 contender for Brock Lesnar's Universal Championship. Samoa Joe wins. Highlights of that. Then we kick off Raw with Bray Wyatt. His music hits, gets pretty good pop. Bray Wyatt comes out. Gets a good reaction, as he usually always does, like 90% of the time. He gets cheered. And the Fireflies were out. So Bray Wyatt, I thought he was going to have a match. But no, he starts cutting a promo about talking about this is the beginning of the end. Stuff like that. Weird promo from Bray. Talking about this, the beginning of the end. Because he lost, I guess. And then Bray gets cut off from talking by stupid Roman Reigns. His music hits, by the way. Please get rid of that damn Shield music. It's really out. It's just outplayed. It's stupid as hell to still have Roman with the Shield music. The Shield was like 3 years ago. Or felt like 3 years ago. I think Rollins turned on Roman and Ambrose in like 2014. So please get rid of his music. Give him a new, better, badass theme than the stupid Shield music. And get him out of that Shield looking wrestling gear that he wears. So Roman comes out and immediately the guy's standing in the ring. He's getting booed like crazy. He's only getting cheered by a couple women. And they're probably young girls. I don't even know if they're women, but whatever. A lot of Roman sucks chants by the men. A lot of Roman sucks. Let's go Roman. Roman sucks. Stuff like that. So I will admit, WWE, if they're going to run with Roman as the guy, the guy, according to them, if they're going to run with him and he's going to keep getting these hate reactions from guys and cheered by women and kids, WWE, no matter how much you like it, I don't like it. I do not like it that he's going to be the guy or that he is already the guy. Because eventually he's going to win the title back. Probably at WrestleMania 34. He'll probably win it back. So, I don't like it. I don't agree with it. I don't think he should be the guy. But they're going to do it anyways. And they're probably going to make a lot of money with Roman. Probably for the next 10 years, Roman's going to be on top. And they're going to be making a lot of money off people wanting to see Roman get beat up or fans of Roman paying to see him win. So Roman and Bray, Roman doesn't really even talk, thank God, because the guy's awful at promos. So then Bray and the match, I believe Roman punches Bray or something, and they have a match, and it kicks off Raw. Right away their match kicks off Raw. So it was a decent match. It went like 2 whole commercial breaks, I think. It felt like it was over 20 minutes. Like 25-minute match, I think. So it was a good match. It was a good first match of Monday Night Raw. Roman wins. Shocking. He does a Superman punch, which I hate. I hate it as a finisher. It's one of the worst. It's not his main finisher. I guess his main finisher is a spear, which is another stupid finisher for him. Because he ripped it off Goldberg and Edge. And they did it better, by the way. So he has a stupid Superman punch and the spear. And his other move he does is, I guess, a Samoan drop. So he only has like 3 moves that he does over and over. So Cena, even Cena, and I'm not a fan of Cena, but Cena has more moves than Roman. That is sad. So Roman wins. It's a Superman punch and a spear. 1, 2, 3. Roman wins. By the way, you're not the guy. Or not. You're the guy, but I don't think and look at you as a guy, but whatever. They're pushing you as a guy. What was I gonna say about saying it's his yard? No, it's not your yard. It's not your yard. Guys that were legends that built the WWE, in my opinion, whose yard it is guys like Piper, representing Roddy Piper. Rest in peace. I wish you were still on this earth. Roddy Piper was taken way too soon, and he was a great guy, great family man. I hope he left all his money. I hope he had a lot of savings. And I hope he left it all to his family. Guys like Piper, it was his yard. Guys like Hogan, it was his yard. Undertaker, it was probably his yard more than anybody's because he was there the longest. He was on top for over 26 years. Undertaker was there and on top. In a main attraction. Undertaker was a major draw and a main attraction for over 26 years. He was in the company. So it was Undertaker's yard. Hogan, Undertaker, Piper, Macho Man, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, all those guys. Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, all those guys can claim it's their yard because they helped build the yard and cut the grass. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but they kept the yard looking great and they kept the yard going, if that makes any sense. Roman, it's not your yard yet. Even John Cena. I'll admit John Cena has kept the yard going and doing good. Roman, your yard is full of dog shit. And nobody can walk in your yard because it is dog shit and smells like dog shit. And your push is dog shit. So after Roman wins, we go to Enzo Amore and Big Cass backstage with Charlie Caruso for an interview. Charlie, my God, she's hot. Charlie's very hot, but I'm more of a Renee Young type of guy. I think Renee's hotter. But I definitely wouldn't turn down Charlie. I'm not saying that. I would not turn her down. So Enzo Cass have an interview talking about who attacked Enzo the past 2 weeks. They don't know who's done it. I'm pretty sure the Revival has done that. Because they'll be coming back probably for the July pay-per-view very soon. So then Bayley, they announce that they're going to talk about the women's title match from Extreme Rules, which was absolute dog shit. And I hated it. So then they show some photos of Bayley's back. And because she's beat with the kendo stick a couple times. And then they announce Bayley's at home. And that she can't appear on Raw because she's at home resting. Are you kidding me? She's at home resting. That is a stupid, dumbass decision. To have Bayley off TV, that just makes her look weaker than she looked last night. And she looked damn weak last night. You booked her to make her look weak as hell. Super weak. And now she's off TV. That just makes her look weaker, and that just pushes her more down the card, in my opinion. And that'll give her like zero momentum when she comes back to fight for the title. Not saying Bayley should get a title shot because she's failed at winning the title back, so she probably shouldn't get a title shot. But I don't know. They're all starting to... They're really screwing up Bayley. They're starting to damage her character, in my opinion, and screw up her career. I don't know what Vince is doing. Triple H, if you watch this, please step in. I know you're not going to watch, but Triple H, step in and please look after Bayley and make sure Bayley is not buried like she was at Extreme Rules. Look after her because she's part of NXT, and I'm sure Triple H has a lot of love towards Bayley for building up NXT. So now we go to Alexa Bliss and Kurt Angle backstage. Kurt Angle staring at his phone because something's going on that we don't know about with Kurt Angle and his phone. Someone's like trying to blackmail him, or someone's putting out threats to him on his phone. And Corey Graves is involved for some reason. So Kurt is looking at his phone, and he says, "Yes, Alexa, what do you want?" So then she says, "How about tonight? I want to do a This Is My Life. Alexa Bliss, This Is My Life." And Kurt Angle, this was funny. This is pretty funny because WWE making fun of themselves, saying Kurt Angle goes, "No way, you're not doing a This Is My Life." He says last week that segment was one of the worst in Raw history. That was damn funny. So then Kurt says tonight you're facing Nia Jax for the women's title. Nia Jax against Alexa. Alexa does not like that decision. She looked pretty damn scared. So up next we had Samoa Joe come out for the start of the second hour. Samoa Joe comes out, cuts a promo about his title shot and what he did at Extreme Rules. I knew Paul Heyman was going to come out. He had to. Paul Heyman had to show up. It would just make the segment better and build towards Brock Joe. It build towards their matchup. So Heyman comes out, talks for a while, then he stops talking. Then Joe, this was not a microphone. He puts a mic down, gets in Heyman's face in the corner, and says, "I tell you what I'm about to do to you." He says, "I'm going to wrap my arm around your throat and choke you out." And Heyman is scared to death, but he can't run away. He's trapped in the corner. So then Joe grabs Heyman, chokes him out. Kokita clutch, has a lockdown choking on Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman sold it very well. The guy's a pro. The guy's been in wrestling since like 1987 or 6. So Heyman sold it very well because the guy's a great pro. He's been in wrestling, as I said, very long time. Over 30 years. So Samoa Joe chokes out Heyman. He goes to sleep. That was a great segment. I loved it. And then Joe gets on the mic and says something about or Brock Lesnar, that's what's going to happen to you, or something like that. So next, they come back from commercial. Samoa Joe's backstage with Kurt Angle. Backstage, and Kurt is pissed. Kurt's saying, "Why'd you do that to Paul Heyman? Why'd you do that? What are you doing?" Samoa Joe's pissed. He snapped. He goes, "I don't care, Kurt." He goes, "I don't give a damn." And then Seth Rollins appears in the segment, and Rollins says, "I'm here." He says, "You tried to take me out and injure my knee. I want you in a match tonight." So Rollins and Joe is the main event. Now we go to Cesaro and Sheamus. The new tag team champions come out because they won the titles last night at Extreme Rules, if you didn't know that already. Maybe you didn't watch it. I watch every pay-per-view because I pay my $9.99. So I'm going to get my money's worth, and I'm going to watch every pay-per-view, good or bad. I'm still going to watch. So it was Sheamus, I think, in one-on-one action. I didn't really pay attention to this match. I didn't really care about it. Sheamus bro kicks Heath Slater, I believe, and Sheamus wins over Slater. Maybe Rhino was with him. Maybe it was a tag match. I'm not sure, and I don't really care. So up next, we had TJP. I almost said TJB for some reason. TJP backstage with Neville saying, "We had a deal. We had a deal. Now, where's my title shot?" And then he goes, "Neville, I'm not letting you get away with this." And then Neville just basically shuts him down, basically. So it's TJP up next in cruiserweight action against Mustafa Ali. Mustafa Ali's a great talent. I think the guy does a backwards 450, which is absolutely insane. He does it backwards. I don't know what it's called, but it's damn impressive. I'd be scared to death, and I wouldn't even try to do that if I was a wrestler. So TJP against Ali. TJP wins. And then I believe calls out Neville. Neville comes out, gets in the ring like he's cool with TJP. TJP turns his back, and Neville attacks. TJP beats him down. I loved it. And then it's announced on 205 Live, TJP against Neville for the Cruiserweight Championship. Where the hell was Austin Aries tonight? He should have been on Raw, but he wasn't. So no Austin Aries. Now it's TJP going after the Cruiserweight title. Kind of stupid. I don't want TJP to win it back because I've seen that already. So I hope Neville wins and retains tomorrow. After he defeats TJP, I think Neville should take on Cedric Alexander at the July pay-per-view because that guy's a great talent and he deserves a title shot. TJP, I just don't care about the guy anymore. The guy was damn good in the Cruiserweight Classic. He won it. Congratulations. He won the Cruiserweight Classic and he won the Cruiserweight Championship at the same time because they gave him the Cruiserweight Championship after he won the tournament. But I don't care about him anymore. I'm not a fan of his, really. The guy's a good talent. I'm just not a fan of TJP anymore. I kind of never was, really. So, 205 Live tomorrow. Will I watch it for the championship? I doubt it. I'll probably read a spoiler. I might watch it. I don't know yet. But I'm not into watching 205 Live much because I already watch way too much wrestling as it is. And if I would watch 205 Live after a 2-hour SmackDown and 3-hour Raw, and then Wednesday I watch NXT again, and then Thursday sometimes, mostly I watch Impact. Sometimes I don't live tweet about it, but I do watch Impact. I try to. So 4 nights of wrestling, live wrestling, it's too much. 205 Live after SmackDown, that is too much. I think 205 Live should be after NXT. Then I'd watch it because it'd be only 2 hours a night or 2 hours every Wednesday. I don't like watching a 3-hour Raw, then 3 hours of Wrestling Tuesday. I don't like that. If I would watch 205 Live every week, I'd probably OD on wrestling. And I still, even without watching 205 Live, I still watch a lot of the WWE Network every single week. I still watch a lot of old stuff. Probably like over 5 hours a week, at least. So then after TJP wins, we have an old school Goldust promo. That was great. He says 1939, Gone with the Wind. That was great. Old school Goldust promo. I hope they give the guy a push. I mean, give Goldust, if you're not giving him a Universal title run or WWE Championship run on SmackDown, then give Goldust at least the Intercontinental Championship one more time. Because Goldust, I don't care if he's like 48 or 46, Goldust is still a damn good worker, in great shape still. So after the Goldust promo, we have Alexa Bliss backstage talking to Mickie James and Dana Brooke, saying to them, we need to stand together. No, you don't, because Mickie and Dana don't want to stand with you. So Alexa is trying to get them on her side to help her defeat Nia Jax, I believe. But Mickie says no, but we will be at ringside watching. And then Kurt Angle goes up to the announcers when they're talking on camera. Kurt Angle goes up to Corey Graves holding his phone saying, come here, I need you. Corey Graves gets off commentary. This was pretty funny. And he's talking to Kurt Angle about, I guess he got more text from a mystery person. I'm sure it's Stephanie or Triple H. So Corey Graves is talking to Kurt Angle about his texts he's getting, or phone calls he's getting, or messages he's getting. I don't know what Corey Graves knows about this, but it's pretty entertaining. I'm curious to see where they end up going with it, even though it'll probably be Stephanie trying to come back and get Kurt Angle out of power. Even though Vince, her father, hired Kurt Angle to come back. So after Kurt Angle taking Corey Graves off commentary, we have Kalisto against Titus O'Neil. Stupid match, big waste of time. This match should have been a main event. Kalisto wins, and it was stupid as hell. Why does he keep winning? I don't get it. Why does he keep winning over the Titus brand? It's dumb as hell, and you're just burying the Titus brand. Like 3 weeks ago, the Titus brand had a bright future, in my opinion. The Titus brand had a bright-ass future with Titus O'Neil being a heel manager and not wrestling anymore and being the manager of Apollo Crews. It could have been damn good. They could have done so much good with the Titus brand. Instead, they have screwed it up by having the Titus brand get defeated over and over. First is Apollo Crews getting defeated like 2-3 times already by Kalisto. Now Titus is getting defeated. It's pathetic and stupid. And if I was running things, I would have pushed the Titus brand. I would have had Titus O'Neil get like 3 or 4 more wrestlers that he could manage, and they could have been a family. The Titus brand could have been an awesome heel faction, but instead you screwed it up by having the freaking Lucha defeating them. It's dumb. So then they come back from commercial, and Big Cass is knocked out cold backstage. Big Cass is knocked out cold, laid out. Officials wake him up. Enzo saying, what happened? What happened? Who did this? Did you see who did it? Of course he didn't see, because they probably did it from behind, and it probably was a revival. And I'm all for that. I like the revival. I can't wait for them to return. Big fan of them. They're a great tag team. So up next we had the Intercontinental Championship comeback tour edition of, I guess, a Miz TV. It's called the Intercontinental Comeback Tour. So Maurice is hosting it, and she brings out her husband, The Miz, the new Intercontinental Champion. Earlier, Dean Ambrose was shown backstage sneaking in the arena because Kurt Angle, the GM, left, had to leave to go do business that he won't tell us what the business is about. Some announcer, I forgot his name, I think his name is Mike, he was trying to interview Kurt Angle, saying, what is this about? Kurt Angle won't answer, saying, I can't tell you right now. None of your business. It's private. So Kurt Angle leaves the arena for some reason during a live Raw. Why would he leave? But he had to leave. So then Ambrose sneaks back in the arena. Miz thought a person dressed as a bear in a bear costume. This was pretty funny. He thought it was Ambrose. He starts beating the guy down, takes the bear head off, and it's a regular guy. And then Miz grabs him, says, well, you just got beat up by the Miz. Now you have a story for the rest of your life, and throws him out of the ring. And then Maurice says, I have a gift for you. Or now open your gift. It's a giant gift box. Miz goes to the outside of the ring, destroys the gift, and basically breaks it. Maurice is yelling at him on the mic, stop it, that's my gift, stop it. Miz destroys it, pulls it out, and it's a giant clock that he broke. And she yells at him, that's the grandfather clock I bought for you. And she's pissed. She leaves, she walks out on the Miz. And Miz gets on the mic, starts begging her, please come back. And then behind the Miz in the ring is Dean Ambrose. Standing behind him, Ambrose hits Dirty Deeds, and that ends the segment. It was pretty entertaining. So then, after that, we had Enzo backstage looking for a partner because he had to have a partner for tonight to take on Anderson and Gallows. Enzo comes out alone, does his gimmick on the mic, does all his catchphrases, and then he does his gimmick, and it was weird without Big Cass behind him to do his gimmick of SAWFT. That was weird. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, Enzo's partner is the Big Show. It was good to see the Big Show back for once. Big Show and Enzo made pretty good partners. They were pretty entertaining together. So Big Show and Enzo win. And then after that, we had R-Truth. I'm talking. I'm just looking at my Twitter messages. Anyways. Yeah, I'll stop looking at Twitter. So backstage, R-Truth in a video package or a promo talking about you can't handle the truth that was said in some movie. I forgot the name of the movie. He says, Goldust on you can't handle the truth. I'm going to lay down a vicious beating on you. Something like that. So now to the women's title match. Nia Jax getting a title shot against the champion Alexa Bliss. Title on the line. Ends in a DQ. Did not go very long. Was kind of disappointing. But what else were they going to do? You couldn't do anything else. Because you can't have Alexa drop the title yet. It's way too soon for that. For her to drop the title, way too soon for that. In my opinion, she shouldn't drop the title till probably SummerSlam. So Nia ends in a DQ. Then Mickey and Dana Brooke attack Alexa. Maybe we'll see a fatal 4-way at the July pay-per-view between Mickey, Dana, Alexa, and Nia. I don't know. I'm just fantasy booking. Maybe we'll have a fatal 4-way. And I will not say the name